Senate, which has been, the Senate Democrats have sort of met behind closed doors the past 24, 36 hours. As best we can figure out, the public option they've decided is off the table. We haven't seen the exact details, and I don't know to what extent it truly is, but what are your thoughts about this?
This has been one of the stranger periods in recent Senate history. Senator Reid seems to believe that if he announces some kind of press gimmick, gets a page-one headline in the newspapers, that the rest of his fellow senators are dumb enough that they will think they have to do whatever the headline said. In fact, I was told this evening that the deal he announced last night doesn't exist. There is no compromise. Even the people who were in the room don't believe it was a deal, and that this is another example of Senator Reid, for the 6th or 7th time, trying to find a way to have good PR in order to stampede things. I think that they are a very, very long way from getting to a solution.
Well, it's a lousy way to get PR if, in fact, your information is correct. How good is your source that there's no deal and no compromise? Because that's a far cry from what everyone's been reporting and saying for the last 24 hours. It's a lousy way to get PR if it turns out you got egg all over your face on it.
Well, Look, I mean, you had one of the senators who was in the meetings said the most they agreed to was to send the ideas to the Congressional Budget Office to get them scored, that they had no agreement on it. Another senator said flatly, if it doesn't have the public option, he's a no. A third senator said flatly, if it does have a public option, he's a no. And a fourth senator said he didn't agree to anything and didn't understand why they were claiming it was an agreement. Now, those are all 4 quotes on the wire this evening.
All right. So have you spoken to anybody separate from those quotes? I mean, can you give us any, do you have an inside scoop that, or not?
No, my sense is, just from talking with the folks at the Center for Health Transformation, who have really been following this for the last 24 hours, and particularly Dave Merritt and Jim Frogue have been keeping me informed, that all of their contacts in Capitol Hill tell them there is no deal. It is not. It's a long, long way from being done. It's probably now Marty Gold, who used to be the parliamentarian for Howard Baker and for Bill Frist, said that he believes it's technically impossible now to get anything out before Christmas. And I think you're going to find presently that the whole thing fades and that they go home for at least 10 days and then take it back up again in mid-January.